We're going to be creating a symbol that represents you as a person. It's a symbol that represents who you are. So to start out with, you want to do a little brainstorming. Start thinking about things about yourself. So my last name is Vogel, which means bird in German. I'm an artist. I like animals. Did you see my list here? Let's see. I like swimming. It's a sport that I like. I like popcorn as a food. I have a large family. So you can start to brainstorm ideas that represent who you are. I kind of like these two, bird and artist. So then you can get some picture resources. So go on the internet and get some pictures. So I went and I got some images. There's a bird and a paintbrush. And what I'd like to do to create my symbol is combine these two images, the bird and the paintbrush. So I can do some sketching and planning and thinking about what I want it to look like. So I may want, let's see, I've got my bird here. He's got a little head here. I'm trying to simplify here, sort of like a shadow. I'm not going to draw any details on the inside here. I'm just drawing the outside line, the outside contour line. Let's give this guy a little tail here. So we're going to give him some feathers down there. And then maybe some legs. I like the way that his legs are sort of wider and then skinnier, and he's got his little feet down here. And I'm going to simplify. This leg here is going in this direction, and he's got a little claw back here and some in the front. Okay, so I'm keeping it very simple. And then I think I'd like to add in the paintbrush. So I kind of imagine the paintbrush going right like that. So I think I'll do that and have the bird be holding the paintbrush. So we'll do this on the top of the paintbrush here. And I can do some detail, but I don't want to do too much. And I do like the paint dripping off of it. Okay, so now I have an idea for my symbol. I've sketched it out like that. The next thing I want to do is make it into just a black and white image. So I can work with this drawing that I have right here, or I can use tracing paper, or I can use a new piece of paper on top of this and trace. Let's see if we can see through this paper here. So I can kind of see through it. So if you wanted to do it that way, you could do it that way. I'm just going to go ahead with a Sharpie marker, and I'm going to make this solid. I want to see the eye, so I'm going to leave the eye open. I'm going to simplify back here these tail feathers. I'm just going to do that. I have to think carefully about here and here because I want to be able to see the feet and the paintbrush. So I'm going to go ahead and color this in just so I can start to see how that's going to look. And I'm going to think about it. I could make these legs solid, and the paintbrush, maybe I would just do line. Or I could do the paintbrush solid, and where the claws go over it, I could have them just be white. So those are two different options that I have. I'm going to do this first. Okay, and then I'll do my paintbrush. And I think what I'll do is I will leave the claws black and the paintbrush just the outline. Like that. And then I can color this bird black because I would like the whole bird to be colored in also. So I'm going to go ahead and make that solid. And I'm going to do this kind of quickly. You can spend a little more time on yours, obviously. So for me, the end result is going to be this bird with the paintbrush. For you, you will combine at least two things. I'd like you to pick at least two things that you're going to combine together. You may combine more than that, but it has to be at least two. You might find it's a little too complicated to go more than three, but it depends on what you're doing. So I'm going to carefully go around the eye there because I want to still be able to see that eye sticking out. Okay, and that is Miss Vogel's symbol.